I'm on part 3 of this painting. I'm going to go in and just get everything settled in, all the shapes of the rocks and the little seagull that I'm going to put in, and get the foreground taken care of. Just pull it all together and get it ready for that last layer where I'm going to go in and do the finer details, get the seagull really stuck in. Maybe I'll add a few more seagulls. I'm not quite sure. Could just be a lone bird on the tip of the rock. Okay, I'm excited to get started. It's going to be fun. Hopefully I can do it and I don't mess it up. Okay, so with that, you guys, let's get started. My name is Vita Evenson and I paint grease. Palette, I have titanium white, lemon yellow, cad red, quinacridone rose, transparent golden green, ultramarine blue, burnt sienna, and raw umber. Now, just adding a layer of liquid on the foreground, the area that I'll be working today. I always use liquid on the studies that I'm doing, and it works very well. I have no affiliation, but it is an easy medium to use, and great for this stage of the painting. So I'm getting a sense of the rocks. I'm going to follow a little bit more closely the photo reference on these areas to get more of a sense of movement pushing upwards towards the focal area. And there's a lot of playing going around, because part of the rocks that don't get in the water when the water rises remain grayish, and the part of the rocks that are always underwater or coming in and out of the water have a burnt sienna, raw umber feel to them. Okay, so working on getting reflected light going, all the subtleties of the rocks. Rocks have always been very difficult for me. I'm getting there, though. I'm getting better. And because I take my time with them and just allow them to kind of tell me what to do, right? What needs to be done. Creating three-dimensional shapes and using the rocks as pointers, as directional guides, taking you to the focal area. I try not to just add a rock just to add a rock. I will often take out rocks, alter the rocks to work as focal, as directional guides, signposts towards the focal area. It all has to work together. You have your prominent rocks and your negative rocks, meaning the rocks that don't seem to pay any attention, but they are there supporting the rest of them. And toning down the beach so that it's not such a high value, and getting the sense of, those little dents in the sand. It's always so lovely to sit with a painting in a space like this one here, where it is, the photo reference is almost perfect, right? And hardly any changes need to be made. And I'm really getting a sense of how this is going to work. I'm excited to paint this. I am going to do this in a larger canvas, and just get the subtlety between the very gentle sea against the shoreline that is there but not there, and how do you paint that, and how do you get the sense of the rocks underneath the water without giving them too much detail, and using the rocks also as a directional tool. And here I'm going to put in the original rocks and see if I can work with them that way. I don't know that they are necessary. And my first thought was to just leave them out. And I may go back in and get rid of them. I'm not quite sure yet. I just have to sit with it for a while. And working on these main rocks, going up to the seagull, getting just a better shape and closer. Again, also I'm going to add a little bit more of the reference photo. I'm working on the seagull, still no details. So I am finished with the second layer, and it's time to go back in and do some final details, get some specifics going on, work a little bit this area here in the background, and get hard edges on the rocks where I need them, and just another passing over, starting from the sky and moving up to the foreground. That's how I normally work. So I'm pretty happy with this one. I think it's working well. So I've got the seagull in. I hope you can see it. Yeah, I think it's gonna work. You can see step by step, moving it in, bringing it down, shaping it up from big, large shapes, working it down to more specific shapes. So in the next session that I do, I'm going to be going back in and doing from the sky, the background, moving into the foreground and really getting some sharp edges on those rocks, getting the seagull established even more, and creating a powerful focal point. And let's see what we can do. So with that, you guys, remember to be inspired, be creative, be you.